Now, if you're the type to drool over the bad anime boys who slowly open their hearts to girls, here's a list of the top 10 romance anime where the bad boy falls for a girl. Number 10, Yakuza Fiancé.
殺すじゃねえよ。俺の女血が出てるっつってんだろ。まだ死なせねえからな。あと10リットルは血流してもらわねえと割に合わねえよ。
Imagine thinking your fiancé would be a sweet and kind guy, only to find out that he's actually a part of a dangerous Yakuza family. Meet the victim of this situation, Yoshino, who meets her fiancé Kirishima, thinking he's a charming gentleman, but as time passes, she notices the dark aura surrounding Kirishima. It makes her life in Tokyo harder than she had imagined. Not only was her marriage arranged by the elders, but Yoshino also had to adjust to Kirishima's badassery, which she pulled off perfectly fine because she's the fierce woman everyone underestimates.
いらんこんなもらう理由ないし。
だって吉野この前俺に400万くれただろ。
は？
俺も臓器売って返すのが筋かと思ったんだけど、すぐにできるつてがなくって。
One of the main reasons to watch Yakuza Fiancé is its extremely stunning main characters, dramatic story, and unique art style. It's a fun anime to watch when you want to binge watch an entertaining anime with a mix of romance, badass action, and a bit of danger. So Yakuza Fiancé will hook you right from the start. Number 9, Failure Frame.
ここは一部屋で取るのが賢いかと。我が主がお嫌でなければですが。
俺も一応男だぞ。
私は問題ありません。
The hero who was once mocked for being the weakest becomes the strongest and takes revenge on everyone who dared to betray him. Yep, this is the story of Mimore Toka from Failure Frame, who was transported to another world where everyone had their own unique powers except for him. And because of that, Mimori was labeled as an E-rank hero. He was even abandoned and sent to his death by the same goddess who summoned him. When Mimori discovered his power's true potential, he transformed into a true badass, earning respect to make a girls fawn over him.
これが年相応の本来の東花殿の顔。自分が誰かをこんな風に思うことがあるなんて。
Failure Frame is one of the best isekai stories with MC getting his revenge on those who belittle him. What makes this anime stand out is its characters. Each character serves a meaningful purpose in the story, so you won't exactly feel like you're wasting your time on NPCs. Number 8, The Witch and the Beast.
そうそう魔術によるストーカー
その前
魔獣の赤ちゃんの子守よ。
なめてんのか。何のために俺がこんなクソみてえな組織に入ったと思ってやがる。
Only a witch could melt a bad boy's heart. The story of the Witch and the Beast follows Angela, a witch who cursed Guido, a fierce warrior who wants to get revenge. To tackle this problem, Angela joins forces with the Order of the Magical Resonance, an organization that deals with all magic-related problems. Ashaf, a smooth operator and a badass guy, teams up with Angela to help her, but ends up falling in love with her.
善行はいいね。人の笑顔は糧になる。
てめえ、覚悟はできてんだろうな。
Mysteries and tons of mysteries are included in each episode that'll have you craving for the next episode. The Witch and the Beast is best known for its dark and supernatural elements perfectly blended into the story. It's a sure steal for the fans of fantasy considering its vibe and complex character interactions, not to mention how the female lead is literally the opposite of a damsel in distress. So rest assured that it's gonna be one heck of a ride. Number 7, Vampire Dormitory.
女じゃなくてお前がいいって言ってるだろ。今のはがっついてむせただけだ。傷も治った。
Imagine being so down on luck that a vampire not only saves you, but insults your blood. Mito Yamamoto, homeless and fresh out of employment, gets a cut on her hand and receives a very unusual offer from a vampire to become his human servant. The only catch, Mito would have to pretend to be a boy and attend an all-boys high school. This is the story of a romance between a bad boy vampire and a good yet desperate girl.
今のお前の血はクソマズだからハートの色は青いがいずれ最高にうまいイチゴ色に俺がしてやる。
Vampire Dormitory is an interesting vampire-themed anime that has a mix of genres, including romance, comedy, and even supernatural. Not to mention, there are also a lot of handsome vampires in this anime that'll make you swoon. Despite its supernatural themes, Vampire Dormitory touches deeper themes of emotional depth, with the main character dealing with loneliness, identity, and self-acceptance. Number 6, The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil.
まあ頭に手を置くくらいなら。
ファイナルフラッシュ。
Sometimes fate might force you to fall in love with your own enemy. You are that right. In this story, the demons of hell lose a war against heaven's angels, so they send a demon, specifically Akutsu Masatora, in hopes of turning the tide of the war. The only problem, Akutsu has to pretend to be a high schooler, and when he starts attending the school, he finds his first target, Lilia Mane. She's a beautiful new transfer student who makes someone as badass as Akutsu fall in love with her.
どうした？どっか痛むのか？
The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil stands out as a rom-com with fantastic chemistry between its lead characters, whose relationship might not seem too forced or anything. The comedy is top-notch, and it might remind you of absurd humor from Cromartie High School or Kaguya-sama Love is War. As for the fight scenes, we are blessed to witness a series of epic battles between angels and demons. Number 5, An Archdemon's Dilemma, How to Love Your Elf Bride.
おはようございます。ご主人様。
挨拶はちゃんとしてくれるんだな。あれ？おはようって言ってもらったらなんて返すんだっけ？
Imagine being a powerful sorcerer feared by many but having no clue how to talk to girls. Welcome to Zagan's life. When he brought a beautiful elf slave, Nephilia, at an auction, Zagan brought her home and had no idea how to handle his feelings for her. As he tries to figure out his feelings of love for Nephilia, things get awkward.
魔法陣の主導権をこちらで奪った。これはもうお前の魔法陣じゃない。
To any of you who have any doubts about this anime, I encourage you to take the risk. Its charm and heartfelt sincerity make it an enchanting romance anime. An Archdemon's Dilemma is a simple yet fun story with opposing main characters who attract each other like magnets. This anime doesn't try too hard, but still delivers a good watching experience. It even brings back nostalgic memories of anime like Plastic Memories and Achi Kochi. So if you're looking for an anime with a dreamy and nostalgic vibe to it, try An Archdemon's Dilemma. Number 4, A Condition Called Love.
よかった、楽しそうで。
こんなこともうないかもしれないもん。でもなんかいけないことするのってすごいドキドキするね。
This story tells us about a cold and distant individual, Saki, who went through a terrible breakup, and to make things worse, his breakup was witnessed by one of his class fellows, Hotaru Hinase. She kindly offered him an umbrella as it rained on the day of his breakup, which caused this bad boy to fall in love with Hinase.
だから、蛍ちゃんは僕のヒーロー。
Unlike other anime where it's just all about charisma and love is portrayed as all fun and games, A Condition Called Love goes way deeper. The characters talk about their flaws and is trying to fix them, making their relationship work in a more substantial sense. The anime is sweet and fluffy with satisfying animation and beautiful artwork. The opening soundtrack of A Condition Called Love is also really fun to listen to. Number 3, The Magical Girl and the Evil Lieutenant used to be arch enemies.
ずいぶん早かったな、魔法少女よ。
参謀さんに早く会いたくて走ってきました。
Now we're talking super evil Lieutenant Shun Miller, who falls for a magical girl by Akuya Mimori. So instead of terrorizing her, he falls for Mimori's innocent charm and showers her with gifts. However, Miller soon finds out Mimori's cat-like familiar has been manipulating her all along, which makes him even more determined to help her. But here's the problem. Can their love blossom amidst a destructive war?
実は参謀さんにお弁当作ってきたんです。 いつもお世話になっているお礼に。
The magical girl and the evil lieutenant used to be arch enemies is like a sweet treat for anyone who dreams of delusionary romance. It's a classic enemies to lovers story that would make your heart flutter with its sweet moments. The character interactions are sweet enough to give you diabetes, making it easy to fall in love with a couple. The shy moments, funny misunderstandings, and the existence of some action make it one of the best romance anime, where a bad boy falls for a girl. Number 2, I'm giving the disgraced noble lady I rescue a crash course in naughtiness.
魔法だ。お前の右腕を操って俺を殴らせたんだ。プロボクサーのコークスクリューパンチを再現してみた。シャーロット、いいパンチだったぞ。
What if a Prince Charming saves you during your worst times? You can only dream about it, but Charlotte Evans lived this dream. So she was on the run while everyone blamed her for her crimes and collapsed in a forest. A charming prince, Alan Crawford, a sorcerer known as the Demon Lord, saved her and even offered Charlotte a job as his live-in maid. When the two start living together, they find out that they have more in common than they thought, developing feelings for each other.
朝くらいゆっくりしてもいいんだぞ。
でも習慣ですから。
This anime is great because it offers a cozy slice of life experience mixed with fantasy elements, making it light and enjoyable. Instead of relying on fan service, the anime focuses on comforting adventures, world building, and character development, which feel genuine. The art style is also simple yet appealing because of how neat it is, just in for the typical modern anime style. Number 1, I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss.
アイリン・ローレン・ドートリシュ皇太子妃候補としてフロード皇太子との婚約を命じる。
謹んでお受けいたします。
What if you get dumped on your engagement day? Sounds terrible, right? Well, welcome to Eileen Lauren Daututre's life. She got betrayed by her fiance, which triggered her past life's memories. She also remembered being part of the Otame game, where she plays the villainess who die by the end of the story. So to make it out alive, Eileen has to battle the final boss, Claude Jean Elmire, the Demon King. Unlike normal villainesses, Eileen wishes to win his heart and recover peace between humans and the magical beasts.
来たか。
クロード様、来てくれた。
When it comes to bad boy and innocent girl tropes, this anime flips the script in a refreshing way. Instead of focusing on their differences only, it explores the unique chemistry between the main characters and how they balance each other out, making it number 1 in our list of the top 10 romance anime where bad boy falls for girl.